Hi, just making a short video. I'm in Job 2:9. I just want to talk about, we all heard the story about Job, how, Satan had told God, well, God had said, have you considered my servant? He is blameless and upright. And, the devil said, well, if you strike him down, he will surely curse you. But, so God allowed him to test him by taking all that he had. And even his friends and family kind of, talked down to him, believing he did something wrong to deserve what he got. But, for me, 2:9 is what catches my interest. His wife said to Job, are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die. He replied, this is strong right here. He replied, you are talking like a foolish woman. Shall we accept good from God and not trouble? So I wanted to say, like, if we were always living a good life, we would not even appreciate it. We wouldn't even know we were just living a good life, because we wouldn't know what bad is. We wouldn't know that there is something worse if we didn't, experience it. So, sometimes when you're going through the bad, the way I feel like it is, it's the bad before the good, Don't think it's always just going to be bad, and you have to go through some bad stuff to appreciate the good stuff. So, everybody's going through some bad and some good moments, it's not like we're all going through the same things at the same time. So, yeah, I wouldn't curse God or blame God, it's just some of the bad things you go through are because of the devil, They're not really because God decided. Well, God does punish you. You're doing wrong. So sometimes you're it's kind of self-inflicted, you're kind of deserving that because you are doing something that is not right. And then the other one is like the devil is afflicting you. Maybe you're living right. He's only going to afflict those that are living right, like he did to Job, obviously. But yeah, you should never curse God ever. There was something else I want to talk about. Oh, I was going to say, my last video was about like music and movies and stuff that we watch. The devil was created to make music, beautiful music, to worship God. When he was cast out of heaven, it never states that his gifts were taken from him. So he still kind of operates in music and in things that have frequencies, the movies, internet, whatever, they all work on frequencies. So that's why I always say be careful what you are listening to. There's a lot of subliminal messaging and stuff that you're not aware of. So yeah, if you think that it doesn't come from God, because God has content out there as well, it's not everything's the devil. Same with artists that sing, some of them were given gifts from God and they used it for the devil because they switched sides. Their gifts were never taken. So I would, I'm pretty sure God gave all of them people those gifts. They're just not using it for God. So not everybody, I'm not saying all. There are people that are not using it for what God intended them to use it for. So anyways, yeah, I wanted to cut this video short. I don't really have time. But yeah, things to think about. God bless you, and say a prayer for me. I'll say a prayer for you. Thank you.